Hello and welcome to the second session of Castlenaud. Now, this bit is not going to be... I'm not going to do any work. No, I'm literally stopped. So the clock is going to start as soon as we actually do any work, whether that's shifting these or all the other stuff we've got to do. Now, I thought we'd got extra time, but I'd forgotten that halfway through the first session, which I classed as me showing you where I'd forgotten that we also did the planning stage of like looking at fields and all the rest of it, which was about 20 minutes. So the second session, I split it into two, but it is only one play session. The most of it was me taking you on a journey of discovery. That was a journey of discovery just as much for myself as it was yourself, because I didn't know 100% what to expect. I've never done this, not this particular type of thing. So it was nice. The XY coordinates were exactly the same on this map as the other one, so we must use that. I think what I'm going to do next time is when we move from Western Europe to Eastern Europe, and the choice of maps now begins. Yeah, I'm going to change the viewing of the jot form and keep the link in from this point onwards, and anybody can vote on where we're going. I know, but it's only 7 sessions, and I'm going to try, if I'm going to go around the world in 80 days, I need to make this count, which is why obviously I'm suspending the other Let's Plays whilst I'm doing this. I say that there might be the odd time where I knock a session out as well, and I have got some sessions left to still post, so yeah, it's not the end of the world or anything like that. But yes, there are things to show you which don't involve working. I'm going to put it on 0.5 because we have got bad weather in a bit, and I don't want to be wasting 20 minutes of talking, even though this is not working. Some of it's showing you what I've done. I can't switch productions on because that's still working, yeah, or switch them off, but I can show you. I'm trying to fine tune this as we go along to see fair rules. Now, oh wow, I did say this was a beast. Yeah, it's done it all in one night. You can see the loss, and the loss is about what it should be. It's one of the few things that Farmer Jebs, you don't actually gain pig food. Yeah, it is, but it is a cracker, and you don't lose what you do with others. This is the best, in my personal opinion, in its category. So we've got 48 tons-ish of canola oil. We have got a 60-tonner, which we have not used yet, the Missy B. So we can take that. The prices at present should be January. You can see they're in yellow. They're on the down at the minute, and December is the month when that should go up. We have got carrots likewise, which it won't show because we've not got, they're in like, yeah, literally in tubs, so that's not going to show anything. Again, it should be January. Yeah, it is. Although it has an almost equal. There was one map where this went above that, and it actually said June or July, and it threw me a wobbler. But I can see actually why. Perhaps one of them had a slightly different thing for carrots. So January is the top price, but it is 175. So it is still, we've got almost 100 tons, I think, just under 90 something tons. Not bad for a field that was terrible. I mean, we did do our best. We weeded after saying I couldn't use my chew using the hardy. It was a little bit fun, that was. It was. But just so that if you wish to do it, you can use it. Apart from the fact that once you straddle the edge of a small field, it says that you don't own the land, and then of course it doesn't spray anymore, so you've got to carefully spray. But yeah, so we have got quite a few little. We've also got some wood, which was most unexpected. Yeah, I really didn't, when I looked at the field, I'd forgotten. I didn't sort of see. Yeah, I mean, if we look at this, you do indeed. I'm not on the right one. Oh, I was actually, yeah, that bit there is not true field, but it is our field, as in like, yeah, we've got rid of that. Obviously what we are going to do is, once we've cut this session, and the other thing is we do need another trailer. Now we could lease, I was thinking about this, we could lease a trailer. It's a bit weird. What's that about? Oh, okay, that is like, oh, it is a sort of a field. I didn't realise it, because it's not proper grass, not like this. But that little patch there is. That's a bit of a strange one. Yeah. No, you don't really get much of the trees. It looks, yeah, you sort of do get some, but you don't. I mean, do we do any like forestry type? where we can cut trees down. Oh, that's, you get 0. I don't want to pull any fast ones like that, because if you look, I'm not being nasty, we can buy the periphery for 0. Now, I don't mind pulling tricks, but that is an awful lot of trees if we went all the way down there, and I don't want to butcher France where we take all those trees down. It would be really sort of nasty. So, I mean, that's a nice set of trees over there, but I mean, it is game mechanics, and it is something that you didn't know, and I didn't know, but we shall see. It's time. I suppose the enemy on this is time, which is why I'm not working now. But yeah, we could pull that one, but I'd sooner not pull a trick like that. We have missed the opportunity, I think, to... Oh, we haven't. We could plant barley or wheat in our little field that we have already scanned. We could do that whilst we cut the grass. So it is a possibility. Yeah, yeah, time is sort of against us, and it's weird because of the way... Is that showing? No, it's just showing the last crop. We have actually harvested it. It should show us weeds and needs ploughing. We're not treating that as a field. We're really not, even though I know we got rid of... Well, you wouldn't plough it in, would you, really, when you'd got... I mean, it's 100 tonnes. Even at like 179, that's still... What was that? Be 17,900? I don't mean it funny, but there's some poor crops that you can only make that... If it was a canola... not canola... If that was sunflower oils, you'd be hard pushed to get 5 tonnes from that, which you wouldn't make an awful lot of profit from, so especially on hard economy. So on hard economy, to earn something like 17,900, that's not bad, not really. The field prices on this map are amazing. I am tempted, because of how good they are, to actually buy, to just buy a lot of fields, especially the things like carrots and stuff like that, which truthfully, if we look, yeah, beetroot, we haven't got a silo, but we could get one. The silo itself is not going to break the bank, so I am tempted on our farmyard to... What is green? What is that green like that? What is it? Oh, alfalfa, grass. Well, special grass. Yeah, I think so. So there are other fields. Now we know this patch here are really good. Is that green? Is that canola? Because these are good fields. Sometimes, I have said this about this game, sometimes it really is a matter of having the courage. I don't like going too close to the bone where you've got no cash. We've got no generators, and we've only got 72,969. So we're lucky that we've got some seeds, and obviously we've got the canola oil, which is going to earn us quite a lot of cash, but we've only got 72,969 in the bank at the minute. So yes, it's got courses to do and all that type of stuff. Got stuff to shit. No, don't get in that and start the engine, because as soon as you do, that is us starting the actual thing. So yeah, at the minute this is just chatting. So I'm going to leave it there. We've got to cut the grass. I think this is a normal field. I think I will allow that one thing not work, just to make sure, because it just... No, it's still working. It is. Yeah, no, it is, really. It's true. We'll leave it. So we need to prep. This is the... Yeah, this one hasn't got seeds in it. The other one has. We may well be able to do that. Now, it is true. The other thing is partners on this Let's Play. Now, the one partner I was going to bring in was based mainly around animals, and we can't afford animals because we can't afford the enclosure, not at the minute. We could go for the 33,000 one, but it takes up a field. Yeah, my favourite from Food Farmer, but it does take up a field. And yeah, I mean, we are so low that we really couldn't afford any animals. It's all the same problem over and over again. We need to release some cash. We've got some cash coming from the canola oil, but it's not now. Yeah, right, let me remind myself what was in the sales. Yeah, that beautiful Varia, which we cannot... Oh, it's a big one as well. That's a cracking price. It is, but it's still, it really is. Right, we're going to get cracking now. Yeah, we're going to literally do this. I'm going to set this going. Have we got... We've got the little Foncusser. Do we worry about that at the minute? There's not a lot. I think we're going to have to, like, it's going to be, like, tough, really. Did we not? I don't think we actually bought one. I don't think in the stone pickers, we actually managed. I think it was one of those few things that I forgot about in the other, because we could have, but it's true, we could have afforded that, because 1,000,000 for 100,000, it really, I think I'd sooner bring 80,000 and like bring a more better equipment. But yeah, it's one of those things. Yeah, Rome wasn't built on a day, but we did so very well on that very first map. I've never seen so much equipment. In fact, that was coming to my next point. I think really for this type of thing, this is one of those let's plays where really I spoke about swapping equipment that first time, and I think it's very true. If we've got like 3 sets of seeders, stroke planters and all that type of stuff, this may be one of those let's plays where in time we think, we really need less equipment, bigger equipment. But again, not to completely discard. I think what I would do is probably get rid of one of the 6 meters and probably get the 12-meter planter that also does vegetables. It's not the unrealistic one, it doesn't say that. It's a bit cheeky, but it's not cheaty. Yeah, there is one that says unrealistic, made by Chris S and Riley S, the same people who make the Colossus, but that is not, it's not unrealistic. It doesn't say that at all. It's a cedar stroke planter, and it's also got the ability that it can seed vegetables. So yeah, unlike, I mean, obviously it's new, so it has got that ability. So we could do that, but again, it's 72,000 at the minute. We're scratching in the dirt. Yeah, we are. Even though our equipment is super, you've still got to work with your equipment, and we've got this time limit. So because I'm still wasting time, even at 0.5, we're going to get cracking. I'm not sure with this one grass field whether there's enough for... Now the other thing I'd noticed, I think it's gone now, it will have done, it's canola. Yeah, it's been harvested. Field 21 was a particularly good one. What is in 20? What is in 20? Corn. This is a good one. It's 26,000. Yes, we will. That is it. We're going to do that and that all in this one session. You say that we need to... Yeah, we do. We need a silo. We do. We are getting... This is getting silly now, really. I'm sort of... yeah, this is real day. Oh. Yeah, clock is starting from now. We are working. Even this is working, really, yeah, because we're putting things down. So apologies for not. Yeah. So, in fact, I'm going to stop recording right now so that I know when the time starts. So I'm going to bring you straight back in. See you shortly. Right, the clock is starting right now. Yeah, it is. So then we need to be sticking a silo down because we need those things back in, yeah, in our use. So right next to here, I would say it's still, yeah, I would say it's not taking up too much room there. Again, I am going to use, now this time, I'm going to use, this is the most reasonable silo that I've ever found. It's slightly bigger than what I'd like to place, but this is about money this time. It's sheer and simple. It's by Omatana. It is from her trailer park pack, and it is something I've used many a time on a start from scratch because it is so very reasonable. It's slightly bigger than my normal choice, which I would like to put, but it's too big for this particular one. Yeah, really. Sorry, it's too expensive by 6,000, so it's double the price of what I'm going to place now. You have 11,000 because this has got the smallest footprint of any other silo. Yeah, definitely. So yeah, there is the Nicky one, but that's very small. It is here somewhere. It's quite near the end, if I remember rightly. Now, that is a point. That's just reminded me. Yeah, here we go. I'm too close to... Can we? If we stick V mode on, we could sort of... it's too close to that. I would imagine that's because we've got the Hardy over there. Right, I'm going to go into a time lapse so we know what we've got to do. Yep. I'm going to see you guys and gals on the other side. stop the clock for a little while and I'm going to chat, but this is, I don't know if that, yeah, no, I think we'll just carry on with the time lapse and we'll just go through the time. I'm sort of going to explain some of my actions in a brief lull before we start the clock again, because this is just chatting. Yeah, obviously, yeah, you'll have seen. Let me just direct, as in like show you what we've done, and I know you've seen, but I mean like overview basically. So then we have 4 fields now, as you have seen. Yeah, we've resown straight away 2 fields of wheat. We've done the grass. The grass was not as big as I thought, but then again, it might not have. I can't remember. No, we didn't fertilise, or it was just as was. So it is also, it missed quite a bit because of the strange shape. We'll try and improve that on the next time. There's a lot of stuff around the edge. That really is true. 12. We've also not got much money. I'm scratching my head because we've got a lot of money tied up and not enough. We could go BGA. We've got chaff. We need to make silage. Now then, options. This is me showing you options. And as soon as I place this, this is going over like basically what being production. No, yeah, it is productions. Now there's many of this type, but not all accept bales. No, that is true. I'm trying to think. So now, hasn't the laws now been improved to actually improve that to create silage? It does an awful lot. It's still a little bit of a jack of all trades, master of none. Something I've used a lot. It is, and it is a cracker. It's just the recipes are getting a bit old in comparison to some of the others. So, and it is a cracker. It's seen me through many a Let's Play, and it's just that now there are things like the Farmer Jeb where the recipes are a little less wasteful because it's a jack of all trades, master of none. Whereas, say, the Farmer Jeb's a bit of a specialist. So, yeah, it's not me having a go at the laws. It is a cracker. So then, there are quite a few of that type. Trying to think about the ones. Some of them are expensive, although I think I've removed almost all of those. Does that make silage? Or does that just could afford it? Grass silage does do a lot of things. Could see us, but again, it's a massive chunk of change. We can't use the Matana. We can use the bigger one, but we've not got the cash for that right now. Then there's now this one. I don't know whether this one accepts. Now, Bernie's original one did not accept bales. So, if I do that, yeah, the Hessian farm is the one I'm used to. But the one that I don't know about is this one here. Production silage. Yeah, from all of those bits and bobs. I don't know what its cycles are. It would be one useful thing, really, to actually see... Yeah, like what's what, really. Put grass in, only grass, get silage out, grass drying. Now that is a cracker. It is. Yeah, I do like the idea that I don't know how much you can put in. That's not a bad idea for us though, is it? So if you put grass in, you get... hay or you get a choice. I do like featuring new mods, and it also, one thing I did realise is that this here, but you don't know if it accepts. I suppose bottom line is for 1,000 you would get it almost straight away back. There are some productions a little bit like that that really are worth having a go, because I don't know if, yeah, I'm not sure if this bit of land here is ours. Yeah, I did notice when I looked at the field, and it gave me a bit of an idea. If you look, it goes well beyond the edge of the field. Now, I know, obviously, if you zoom in, that little bit is quite a bit. You can see the edge of our field, and you can see this bit here that isn't used. Now, that would actually go there. Even if it was just... It'd be nice to actually check it out. I think that's it. Don't know. I mean, this is just us placing it. Oh, okay. Let's have a look, because we can just as quickly whisk it off, really. So let's have a look, because I don't know what kind of cycles it does. I'm not expecting miracles from it. 48 tons per day. You could upgrade it. Is that no? It's not really cheap. I always used to think of this. Obviously, we used to have these on Hobos Hollow. I had 7 dairies, and still didn't do all the dairy work that I actually wanted it to do. The farm wouldn't have been big enough to place enough dairies. Well, that's the point. I could place multiple ones of this. I could place 5 or 6. It's just space, really. And this is, you are allowed to do this. So if you upgraded it for, it would do. Oh, hang on a minute. We did do the right one, didn't we? Yeah. Now it's 103,000. If we did that just one more time, I know you could make this super duper. I'm not doing it for that reason. Literally just doing this. That's 158 tons per day. Is that enough? Let's do one more. It isn't costing us a fortune. That's more like it. 213,000 per. Storage is a lot more as well. Storage. You weren't thinking about the storage. It is increasing it. It's not got much storage. Okay. It's not. Do we get all of our money back if we do that? Because I am of a good mind. Basically, so if we delete that, do we get all of our? Yeah, that's not far off. Right, okay, so 36,726. Productions, what other ones are there? It's not a bad one though for remembering for because it's a little, really is tiny. I mean, it takes up quite a bit of room. When I say tiny, it's not tiny, but it's tiny. Am I making any sense at all? Probably not. Now we're sort of working in a way. We're testing, but yeah, I know this is a funny let's play though, really, for this type of thing. So I'm trying to think. I don't know that. Yeah, it's that mainly the Hessians that I've got in from Bernie. There are others that do the same sort of thing. Lime factory. Chenben, a lot of Chenben stuff. Selibuki. Fermenter. Now this is the one that was on the white farm. Obviously it says so. Now this also doesn't like bales, so I don't think Bernie's changed his mind on that type of thing really. So TMR mixing urea. I think we're going to sort of have to like rush through, and this is why I was wanting a bit of a discussion with you. We've not got the cash to do much at present. We could have gone that route, but it's not really. Yeah, it's not going to work for us because of the storage limits. It's only going to take a few bales, and then that's literally. I say, yeah, there is also. Yeah, we've got pH value perfect. We literally ripped all the fields down. Everything's back. Precision farming. Let me just show you what we have done really, rather than what we haven't done. Yeah, obviously everyone's scanned. These are the ones that are important, and we have pH perfect for the type and nitrogen perfect on all 3 of our fields. So I'm thinking, yeah, that was testing. I'm not just looking. I know I put them down, but you've got to put them down to actually look at your cycles. I'm not trying to be naughty, but you've got to. If it's a brand new mod, it's as much to show you as it is me. I've always run my let's plays that way, in which you sort of sidestep and go into testing, but I do realise this is a bit of a different one, so it's sort of a bit. That was a nice touch as well, that it's not always size that matters. The chrome didn't have it's too big to turn around. I mean, this still had its moments where tight turnarounds were bad. But yeah, we've done this. Needs rolling. We may have to forgo. Why would we have to forgo rolling when we've got a giant roller? Which, haven't we chased that up the other end of the farm? We have. I think it's up by 14, isn't it? We took the roller over there. We did. Yeah, we're not. Yeah, we're not gonna. Or are we? We're gonna forgo that. The thing is, I'm against the clock. And I know it's a bonus, and I know we've got a roller, but right now we've sort of got to get through, and because we sort of got ourselves caught in a bit of a loop, if we're going to do what I suggested last time, which was to put the larger of the Omatarnas, because that is allowed, it costs a lot more, never had it. I'm imagining the cycles are probably better, and it's bigger, so it's going to take up quite a lot of room. Also, I was thinking, yes, it's probably going to take up more room than that little bit there. We have still got quite a bit of room. Let me just go to the field 14. Yeah, we've still got quite a lot of room in this field for that type of thing. So I think we could afford, with this enough space to put the BGA down, and enough space to put Omatana's bigger factory, which is 50,000, but we haven't got 50,000 at present. So yeah. Oh yeah, that's the other thing. We've got it in storage. Obviously, you would have seen it. We've not looked at how much we've got. Now it is storage, so we can look. In fact, we can look in there. Well, in total, we've got 122,000 litres of wood chips, 86,000 litres of chaff, 71,660 tonnes of grass, and there is a bale outstanding. We've got another 30 odd, so I was right, 60, about 90,048 tonnes of that. So really we have got, as it says there, even on hard economy, 225,557 in the bank, sort of. Does that include the carrots? Yeah, and it's not shown all, so it's a little bit more actually, because the carrots are not showing, because we've got obviously 30 tonnes in here as well. So yeah, I'm thinking carrots by sheer mass. Yeah, if we can get our, that's why I'm trying not to work now, because I would imagine we've still got quite a few minutes of time that we can actually do, even though we've done so. That would give us enough time to go through probably till January to get all of the pushing and selling done before we move on to next year. Then we can see what we've got in the bank when we've done this. We've done all of the field work we can actually do, and now we need to like sit back and consolidate what we've done basically. So yeah, I'm not going to say goodbye, because I'm thinking I'm going to check, I'm going to put this together, and I'm going to see how much time we've got after this, and then I will record the next section. This one is going to be quite a lot like that, where I have to check, because it's not always easy for me to say. I would say we've got another, in time-lapse time, hour and a half before our time is up for this particular thing, which would probably mean going all the way through the winter, selling, and beginning next year, which is probably not a bad way to do it as well. We're getting quite a lot of work done. So yeah, if we can consolidate, grab all of our stuff, sell it, and say vegetables not a bad thing to do because of the sheer mass of them. Mass is not the wrong. A bit like potatoes, you might get a terrible price for them, but you sell them by hundreds of tons. It soon becomes quite apparent that it's actually a really good way of earning money. The wheat, I don't know what seed sell for on here. I was thinking it's a quick way to get those sold, and a good way of turning the fields around straight away was what I was thinking. We would be harvesting wheat in July, which could then mean we could do canola, to do canola oil the year after. And again, this is all about speed. We can go through the years really quickly if we do hit our fields quickly, fast, turn them around and get cracking straight away, because you could turn it around in a complete session. We did it last time. We did, with all of the grass fields, and then obviously that was a bit of a, we had to accumulate, because if you remember, obviously our equipment wasn't, well, it was sort of good and sort of not good, because we got that bit of a more fantastic start thanks to the map maker at the farm. I couldn't remember the name of the farm then. Oh yeah, it's Saturday night, word brain gone. Yeah, so I'm going to leave it here anyway, yeah, because I know we're off the clock. I'm not actually working now. This is me just chatting and pointing things out, how well we did and all that type of stuff, because obviously in the middle of the session, you've got, with this type of thing, you've not really got any chance to actually, unless you're counting trailer loads and litres, which I don't expect anybody to do, then obviously it's it's difficult. So obviously we've got to convert that to silage, but we need, I think the farm production factory to actually have a look at really before we do that. Right, I think what I'd like to do though is save the game here. I wouldn't mind as a test, because this is the point in time that we've got saved, is just have a quick look at the Omatana Farm Factory. So we will add some cash in. Remember, this is after. It doesn't really matter how much we do now, even if we added $1 million, really. Alright, let's have a look and let's put that down, because yeah, I'm interested in doing this. This is what we're going to go for, unless it's heavily shot. But this is the testing stage. If I don't like this, I can go away before the next session, and we could stick something else down, really. Or I could have a better look at some of the things I have got. Yeah, it's great production. Chen Men does a lot of that particular. I've got a massive pack of his. So yeah, and I've got some of these that I can't really see properly on what we actually do. We can't use the production shed because we used it last time, and we can't use a mixing mill. Mississippi, oh, it's 150 grand. Again, this is what I'm saying. A lot of this is really out of our price range, really. Yeah, some of these things are tremendous amounts of money. We really can't do that. One thing, yeah, this is the one I'm going to bring in the homebrewed, but it really does rely upon slurry and manure, which is from cows, or well, cows, or I would like sheep as well. I'd love to bring Granny's knitwear in. It's very reasonable. I'm trying to think. Yeah, I don't know if that one produces it from bales, and we've now gone. I suppose there is a bit of a trick. We all know this. I can stick a bale in there and then grab it out, and we could stick this in. I can't remember how much this actually does. That is another way of us doing the same thing. We could actually put that right next door, and then we could grab it out and stick it in. I suppose we could do that as a test as well, as in, like, to see, because I can make it loose and then I can stick it in. Whether it we could also try bales in the future. We could get a little bit of a lineup of this, and obviously it doesn't do what the Omatana does. It doesn't make seeds, so that is a point. Yeah, I think this does almost all things. So we could actually stick the Cavalier Roy, because it's weird. I'm tired. I can't remember exactly what it does. I mean, I know a lot of what it does. What I mean is I can't remember exactly what its cycles are or all that type of stuff. So, right, anyway, we are going to do, forgetting myself what I was actually talking about. So we're looking for the Omatana Farm Factory, which is just past this lot. We've just gone past it. Yeah, it's another one of, not that one. It's next to her other one. It is similar to that. Here we go. Farm Factory Omatana. This is the one. So it doesn't matter where we place it, because we're only looking for cycles. And we also want to look at the Franconian one, likewise, for the cycles. So even if we like this, we're not actually, we're not sort of doing it. We're looking at cycles right now, and this is not to be saved. Yeah, so remember that, Mr. Smith, don't accidentally press. So the Farm Supply Factory does. Yeah, it's exactly the same, and it's doubling the cycles, really. So 240. Wow, it is a monster for how much it does in one sort of fail swoop. So yeah, we can easily do, and it does its same, the half of its thing in digestate, which is exactly the same as the other one. We could do seeds with this one. Boy, oh boy, does that do a lot of seeds. Wow, it does. 3,000. Yeah, still a tenth. Yeah, it always was terrible. The one thing I was not impressed ever with was the fertilizer side of this. It's terrible, but then again, it makes up for that. To me, the one thing that is stupendous about this is this particular thing, which beats anything really. There's nothing that comes close to it. That alone is worth going for it. So we could also mix TMR later on if we're going animals. That's one thing I wish to address as well. Now, always with animals, I usually fine-tune things and have the H2 Studios. Now, on this, I'm only going to say I'll allow it because I did wanted everything from the shop. but you've got to also fine-tune things. So it's me really getting a mini silo that's having just, and it can only be used, if we're going to allow that, can only be used for food and straw, as if it's a storage bin where we're ordering stuff from a partner to fill just that thing. It can't be used for stones or any of the other things, fertilizer, whatever. It just can't be used for. That's not what I'm trying to do. I'm just trying to represent a bin where we are buying from a trusted partner, where that partner is filling the bin up so that we can, as farmers really do, where they actually have it delivered, grab it from the bin, take it to feed the animals, where they're not running all 9 million miles to the shop and all the rest of it. Now then, the other thing, I did want to see what the production silage does. 120 tonnes per day. But the thing that obviously is missing, the white elephant in the room, is although it is 1-to-1, which you'd expect, does 120 tonnes, but the stupendous power of the farm supply factory is the secret thing there that makes the digestate. Really, trying to think though, what would we do with digestate on this? It's alright me saying that. I'm so used to having the production shed. We've got old partners that we used to use that can produce digestate. We could also just show those now before we crack on. Yeah. Long before I discovered the fantasticness of the... I mean, the other thing is we could stick that down as well and look at that. Does that do... I don't think that... I'm not sure it doesn't do the fertiliser business. I don't think it does, though. I think it's more farm-related stuff. Yeah, imports... It's got some really fancy, very clever bits and bobs to it, but there are from old partners. I don't think I've taken them out. Yeah, I mean, there's the production revamped has got some of those things. It's just that obviously I normally use the stupendously amazing production shed, so therefore don't go to these things anymore. But I have still got some of these in. There is one that I want to try. I think it's quite good, maybe a little bit too good. I can't remember. I think that might be why I've thought, no, I don't want to try that because I think it's a bit too good. Yeah, there's the fertiliser production by DS Power. Again, though, that looks like, yeah, out comes digestate. Fertiliser production, digestate producers. Yeah, that's it. Is that one? I think there was another one. Yeah, there was one I wanted to try. Come on, where are you? No, not herbicide. I see it. No. This is the one, field products. Again, it's a Farmer Jeb. That was the first one with very little loss that is fantastic. And I used to use that before you find the production shed. The production shed is even less loss than the Farmer Jebs, but the Farmer Jebs is a close second. It is well worth 100,000. I can't remember its cycles, but I know it's a cracker. But there was another one I have never tried. I actually did want to try. I'm sure I've still got it in. Multi-production LSMT. I'm not sure if that's it. Yeah, seeds, the everything. But it is worth having a look at it. Is that this stupendously cheaty one that Kevin told me about? I'm sure I removed that one. There was another one though. While we're here looking and testing, it just seems to me a perfectly good time to actually do this. Yeah, there are the production revamp ones as well that also do something similar. But there was another one by BSD or something like that. Chenban, these are all Chenban. Sawmills. Have I taken it out? Sugar. Maybe I have. Maybe I thought it was a bit too stupendous, really. I mean, there are Omatana's older pack that we could have actually used. Probably have got. Thinking about it. Can't remember whether this did silage. I don't think it did. No, just sugar and everything, but not that. Right, okay. Looks like I haven't. So I might have a... Yeah, we might sleep on that one. So I'm going to leave it here. Obviously, we're just looking and mulling through ideas. So this bit is not timed, really, because, I mean, yeah, this is just testing. Me showing you ideas, flinging them around. Because until you see the cycles on anything, you really don't know how good anything is, really. It's all about cycles. Good partners, decent factories with decent cycles. So yeah, when we come back, obviously all of this, well, all of those will have disappeared in a puff of smoke, and we'll be back up to 36,000 again. So I'm not going to say goodbye. I'm going to slink away, have a look at this, put it together, and see how much time we've got left, and then I'm going to come back in and we're going to get cracking and hopefully get through the winter. But we'll see. It's a bit like last session. I thought we've got extra minutes, worked it all out, and we haven't got extra minutes at all. So I'm going to leave it there, and I'm going to slink away. So hopefully see you shortly.